BeFreePima is a program that we put on for youth, and it's basically just, we put on activities for them so that they can build youth leadership skills and so that they can kind of have an idea of what the future holds for them. My name is Alexis, and I am an intern at Community Prevention Coalition. We put on sessions for youth called The Buzz, and basically what The Buzz is we talk about substance abuse, and we do little activities that kind of inform the students that we're talking to, and it kind of gives them an idea of what to look out for and what they need to focus on when talking about or when thinking about substances, or if they do ever come in contact with it, what's the appropriate mode of action or what they should do in the case that they do come into contact with them.
We meet with young students, I would say ages 12 through 20, and we talk to them about ways that misusing drugs can affect them negatively.
So the purpose of the program is to kind of give the students an idea of what the lifelong effects are of using substances and interacting with them.
After many years of counseling and trying to somewhat impart information that I have on kids, I found that the thing that resonates most with them is brain development. They don't want to ruin their brains. That took a long time and a lot of work, where if they're at the table and they're able to weigh in on what matters to them and the ways that they care about their own health and wellness, then I think we can cut a lot of that out and have it be something that they're sharing with us that's going to work for their peers.
Welcome to The Truth About Us, Prescription Drugs.
The videos that we made at the beginning of last year, where some of the students were answering questions about why they think their peers might try or experiment with drugs and alcohol, I think were impactful. They really got to express themselves in both a creative way and a way that brought their views and opinions to the rest of the student body.
We have some youth-inspired ventures out there, and those really relate to the youth and how they think and what's important to them. We could say things that's important to us that doesn't necessarily relate to what the youth is going through. But when the youth put the information out there, the same thing that they put in social media, the same thing in how they talk to one another, then they can relate to what we're trying to get across, and it makes a lot of sense to them. And so having them talk to them really works well for us.
I think a lot of times their contributions are more behind the scenes or separate from the adult contributions, and so they might not get recognized as readily, but all of the subcommittees, the youth are the ones out there in the community talking to other kids, talking to parents at outreach events, doing workshops. So anything that we as adults sitting around a meeting table are saying, okay, we want to impact this substance or this demographic or this issue, the youth are the ones then going out into the community and doing a lot of that work.
A couple months ago we went to Cyclovia, and in that event we were passing out locking caps where we were informing parents and guardians about how sometimes youth and older people, they get prescription drugs and they misuse them. So that's a way for them to not misuse them and to make sure that they're safe and put away in a good way.
I really feel in my experiences working with the youth too that they are looking for responsibility. Mm-hmm. I think they like to have a voice, and it's really fun for us to have the media workshops that we do and be able to have the kids actually participate, and then to see their participation taken to a fruition. Along the way, maybe we'll inspire somebody to think, hey, I could go work in a TV studio.
The organization that we're both a part of is BeFreePima. The purpose of the group is to encourage youth into, instead of participating in the misuse of drugs, to be involved in the community and to help the community. Behind us, there's currently some youth ages, I would say, elementary to middle school, and they're painting some trash cans. They're spray painting using their artistic skills in order to beautify these trash cans. And the trash cans are going to be dispersed throughout 6th Street in South Tucson, and it's going to capture the attention of just normal civilians in Tucson.
And people driving.
Yeah, people driving as well. So when they see them, instead of throwing their trash on the floor, they'll think about throwing it in the trash can.
I think one of the first and foremost important things is that we are all so out of touch with what youth have to deal with today and what they're going through, what life is like. And being a youth member who was on the initial planning committee for the task force to reduce underage drinking. Like I saw that back then, in 2003.
Oftentimes, it takes older guys like myself to get educated on the social media platforms, the acronyms that they use and different ways to communicate with them. So sometimes it could be a challenge for us as well, but we're constantly trying to evolve the law enforcement responsibilities in dealing with the youth of the community.
And the kids at City High that participate are upperclassmen and respected at the school, and I think that they've really contributed to not making the conversation as nerdy or geeky as it could have been otherwise, by being excited about the information and sharing it out, and taking leadership roles in the school.
Underclassmen look up to upperclassmen. Mm-hmm. If you have a freshman telling a senior that, then it's, yeah, what do you know? Mm-hmm. But having a senior tell a freshman that has a greater impact and impact over the overall student body.
I got involved in BeFreePima around this time last year. One of my friends had told me about an opportunity to do a PSA on substance misuse, and I immediately just wanted to get involved in that because that was an issue that I cared about. And ever since then, I kept participating in all the volunteer opportunities that BeFreePima gave me. BeFreePima is an opportunity for youth to get involved, for youth to understand that there are better ways to have fun and better ways to enjoy their high school and middle school years.
It's open to any youth. Anyone who wants to come in and educate themselves on how to be a better leader as a youth, they can come in and they can participate with us.
So we're really at a great place now. Here it is, 2018. We've got a fantastic staff team working with the youth. The BeFreePima kids are on fire for prevention. They are out there, they're in the community, they're speaking to other youth. They're really owning this. And this is what we always wanted BeFreePima to be, and it is. And the kids are making a difference, and it's great.